I want to give a brief explanation of my Mawhai. I'm really proud of being able to do this on right from scratch and be able to present this the way that's meaningful to me. As you can see, I've used the key areas based on the standards that our competencies are aligned to. And as I've gone through my plan, I've averaged the scores that I've given myself against each competency and plotted those average scores on the Mawhai, on the web. Of note, some of those scores were quite high when it came to things like professional relationships. That is one of my strengths, but that's within the early childhood context. And so for me, it's been about planning and thinking and reflecting on how I might work in a school environment that I'm not so familiar with. And so although that in some competencies started off reasonably high, it actually came down a bit, as did some of these areas here. I've tried to make this Mawhai my own a little bit by summarising key themes as I've gone through each of the standards. So where we have te tiriti or waitangi partnership, it's been about building confidence and teaming. Professional learning, it's been very much about my philosophy, inquiry journey, going deeper. Around professional relationships, it's about engaging wider and working together. And learning focused culture, it's very much about listening and learning, inclusive practice, not just my own, but also the way I'm working with other either practitioners or early childhood educators out in the field. Design for learning and teaching, I've kind of summarised together. It's very much about stepping up, stepping out and focusing on the individual, and that's how I'm wrapping things around the children that I'm working with, and also challenging myself in the different, especially in the school setting, and really thinking of ways that I can extend my own understanding and practice. I've reflected on tateako as I've gone through my plan, and I've tried to include some reflective questions that are relevant and woven them into my plan. Where I've talked about building confidence and teaming, there's a question that is based around tangata whenua. There's a question or a reflection around wānanga and around whanangatanga. There's something around manakitanga, and with teaching and design for learning, again, it's very much a question around ako to reflect on that links through to the tateako framework as well. So this is my Mawhai. I hope the explanation is clear enough. I've really enjoyed being able to focus on it and to be able to put this together and use a new form of technology, and I'm looking forward to being able to come back to this and see where I've progressed.